This is Studio B at FNC. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the top of the news. A day after police discovered the body of a fashion designer at a swanky New York hotel, her family is saying they think it was murder. Hotel staffers found 33-year-old Sylvie Cachay in a bathtub in Manhattan's members-only SoHo House. The hotel is the scene of countless fancy parties. Patrons include Naomi Watts, Nicole Kidman, David Beckham. Well, this woman's parents say she never took baths, and that's their biggest problem with it all, and that she had just broken up with her boyfriend a day before she died. So far, there are no charges, but we're told police are questioning him. And by the way, friends say that the woman had a bright future. Her swimsuit designs featured in a magazine, into O Magazine, in People, and in Vogue. Her work for Tommy Hilfiger, Marc Jacobs, and Victoria's Secret. Let's get to our panel now. Criminal defense attorney Keith Sullivan and former prosecutor Tom Caniff. Well, this thing isn't added up too nice. I mean, the family says, look, come on, we've known her forever. She doesn't take baths. She takes showers. All of a sudden, she's drowned. Broke up with the boyfriend the last day.
Shep, Joseph Brooks won an Oscar for You Light Up My Life. Nicholas Brooks should win an Oscar for how to stage the worst murder scene ever. The investigation has not even begun in earnest yet, and we have a 14-minute time window. The hotel security cameras at the SoHo House have him in the room between...
And let me tell you something. In every step you take, every move you make at SoHo House, there's a camera.
Oh, not only that, but those nice little card key accesses we have to our room every time you enter the room, every time you leave the room.
It's a multi-floor place. There's a pool outside. There's a gym on the floor. There's a lounge on the floor. There's a restaurant on the floor. And every time you go ananywhere, schwap.
I can't give you the details because I'm not cool enough to get into places like that. But look,
I'll tell you both about it later.
They literally have this down to a 14.
Point is they got it down.
They got a 14-minute time window. He's leaving the room at 2:16, 2:30. The guests, not only on the floor below, but the one below that, are saying water is coming through the ceiling. It takes more than 14 minutes for a 6.5-foot tub to fill with water and a bathroom to flood to the extent that it's coming down 2 floors below. He was in the room at the time of death. He probably left, went back, left again, concocted this cover-up. Hey, I was having drinks with some random dude I met at the bar downstairs. I'm coming back at 3:30. What happened? Police are here. My girlfriend's dead. Guilty as charged.
Shep, it all sounds good in theory. I'm glad Mr. Caniff hasn't been convicted and sentenced already. But look, let's do, and admittedly, there are some very difficult facts involved in this case. There's no question about that. But let's make sure, and I'm positive the NYPD will do what they do best. My dad's a retired detective. They're going to take a step back and thoroughly investigate this case. And this is not the first time that the main suspect, with all this overwhelming and damaging so-called evidence, turns out to be the innocent individual here.
We
remember the 2007.
So come up with another idea about how this could have happened.
When she checked in, she told him that she was on Xanax. She could have very easily been soaking her feet, sitting on the edge of the tub. She told him when she checked in, "I'm very sleepy, I'm drowsy." He goes out, tub water is running, she slides down in. Also, he could have been in the room exactly when she commits maybe suicide, maybe she overdoses. We don't know. There's a lot we have to investigate. He panics, he stages this thing, and he runs out.
Shep, there's the brink of insanity, and then there is the abyss. So the defense theory...
Where do I stand on that?
You're way past the abyss, buddy. The defense theory of this case is he knows his girlfriend's doped up on Xanax. She's zonked out, and he decides to leave her in a bathtub with running water while he goes down to the bar and has some drinks with random patrons. Not the best defense here. I think what's going to happen is his lawyer, if he's not on scene already, is going to see the writing on the wall. The defense this guy's probably going to proffer is, look, I went back to the room. I found her dead in the bathtub. I knew we had this altercation early. I knew there was evidence of a physical altercation, and my handprints were on her neck. So I panicked. I knew people would try to frame me with this murder or try to implicate me. So I left. I panicked. I came back, and I concocted this story. The train is quickly going too far down the tracks.
I mean, a lot of people here know her, especially in those circles. I mean, she was up and coming and in all the right publications, and she was, she's a big deal.
It's a tragedy. She was a real rising star. But let's not forget that the autopsy that came out about an hour or so ago was inconclusive. And if there was strangulation...
Most often are in the early going, aren't they?
But one of the original theories is that she was strangled. And if there's strangulation, you would have seen a fracture of the larynx. And they didn't find that here. So there's a much more investigation that needs to take place here.
All right, guy. Huh?
Could have drowned her.
Yeah, most anything could happen, I suppose. Keith Sullivan, Tom Caniff, good to see you both. Enjoy the weekend.
Thanks, Shep.
Thank you. Mexico's drug war violence exploding in a massive shootout this week.